So the fine folks over at IK Multimedia have just as of yesterday released a software update for their new Tonex platform. This is going to be software update 1.0.2, and along with some basic little fixes for some stability issues, it does make some changes to the capturing engine, and I wanted to outline those changes today, but not only outline them, but actually see how much of a difference they're making by doing some audio tests, which we're going to do a little bit later in the video. But for now, what are the changes that are really important that the folks at IK Multimedia have given us in the 1.0.2 update? Well, if we go over to the release notes, we can see here that number one, it says fixed an issue that could cause inaccuracies when capturing tone model amps without a cabinet. So just amp or stomp and amp tone models. This was an issue that some folks found that they said it wasn't 100% accurate to the actual real amp or pedal. So we're going to take a look and see how big a difference they actually have here. The second improvement, it says improved by 30% the advanced training timing. Well, I actually did a comparison between the two. Anybody who watched any of my previous videos about this will know that after upgrading my video card to an NVIDIA based card, I was getting advanced training times of around 20 minutes, almost exactly 20 minutes, in fact. And my default times were right in and around 3 minutes. So I did some captures on the 1.0.2 software update. And in fact, my advanced captures dropped from 20 minutes down to 15 minutes and 32 seconds. So that was a nice improvement and very close to the 30% improvement that the folks from IK Multimedia have stated here. My default time stayed exactly the same. They've also added up and down tone arrows to browse tone model amps and cabs, kind of a nice small feature. This next one I think is more important than a lot of folks would like to believe. Implemented gain reduction meter in the compressor module. So you'll notice up here when I go to the compressor, we now have this little meter right here so that when I bring my threshold up, it's going to tell me when that compressor starts kicking in. You can do this by ear, but it is so much nicer to have some confirmation visually to know when that compressor is kicking in and by how much. So really, really nice addition. They also fixed an issue that could cause crashes when using Tonex as a plugin inside a DAW. I did find a few times that if I added multiple instances, I would get some issues. That seems to be totally cleared up. They fixed an issue that avoided sorting in ToneNet and general graphic and reliability improvements. So I think the one thing that most folks are going to be concerned about is whether they need to go back and redo captures they did before because of this improvement on the direct captures. Now, any of the captures you've done miking an amp apparently are not going to see any improvement. It's just on the direct capture. So I thought, let's test this. So what I did a couple captures, both at default and advanced on the 1.0.2 updated software. Then I rolled my software back and I did those exact same captures in 1.0.1 software. And then I also recorded the real amp and fed them all through the same impulse response, made sure they were all volume matched, and I want to play you those results right now. Before we listen to the audio, coming back over here to Tonex, we can see here are the captures I made. So I have 1.0.1 advanced, 1.0.1 default, 1.0.2 advanced, and 1.0.2 default. And you'll notice this is a Friedman BE-OD pedal into a Rev Generator 100R Mark III. I also have on my website this particular bundle of presets available. I'll have it at the link below that I used. These were not direct captures, these were mic'd captures. And a little word about the direct captures that I've done. I'm going to really look at them and see whether it's worth redoing them, but I may actually just redo them and send them out to anybody who's grabbed those in the near future. So this is a setup I created so you could hear the difference between the improved tone model captures of the direct tone model. So let's give that a listen. I'm going to play you a full-length file of each, and then I'm going to do a file switching back and forth shorter snippets between the real amp and each of these captures. All right, so without giving my opinion about it, I'm going to leave it up to you. This is just for information purposes. If you feel that you hear a big enough difference that you feel you should go back and recapture some of the captures you've done, then that's great. If you feel like there isn't a big enough difference and you're happy with it, that's great too. There really is no right and wrong answer, but I did want to provide this for you so you were aware of just how much of a difference there will be between the two software versions in doing direct captures. So anyways, if you do have Tonex, go update. There's a lot of stability improvements. I think the captures now, especially the direct captures, are better, and our training times for advanced captures have improved. All wonderful additions to an already great platform. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like the video, share it with anybody who you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it, and also please subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Ciao for now.